And that is what... Okay, guys, breaking news. Theo's about to go on to give a speech on how he will improve the hobby and make the hobby great again. Let's go to it now. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I see you. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing today? Today is a very, very important day for the hobby. I want to share with you the ideas I have to make our hobby great again. Let's talk about card shows. We all love them. We all think they're so important to the hobby. We all agree that kids are the most important part of this hobby. They're the lifeblood of this hobby. The issue is we are not treating kids as the lifeblood of the hobby because the shows are not giving all kids free admission to shows. And me as hobby president, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Any card show, including the National, kids will get in free. Any child under 13 years old, free entry to any card show that is held in the United States of America. Also, they're not only getting in for free. When they go to the National, they're getting in for free as VIP because they're very important people. We're not going to treat them just as general admission. They're going to get in a half an hour early. They're going to get to experience a show with less crowds. That's what it's all about. And thank you. Thank you. That's right. We need to take care of kids. Next is card show pricing. How many of you have been at a card show and go to a table and there's no prices on any of the inventory? That stops today. I am going to mandate dealers to put their pricing on their cards in their display cases. We, as collectors, deserve that. And we also need to all be treated equally. We do not want a dealer to see a younger kid walk up to the table and to change their pricing on that child. Or somebody who's new to the hobby, a grandparent, somebody like that. We do not want anybody getting taken advantage of at a card show. So I will mandate card dealers must show pricing at card shows. If they don't, the show promoter needs to enforce it. Thank you. Thank you. Too kind. Thank you. Next, card shows. We need to really focus on our biggest show of the year, the National, the Super Bowl of card shows. It's the most important time to be a collector. But unfortunately, the show is giving up too much table space to breakers. We have a long list of guys who have been waiting over 2 to 3 years to get table space at the National. That's not fair. We want more cards for sale at the National. We want less space for breakers. So what I'm going to impose to the National is they can have one stage set up where they can rotate breakers in and out of that stage to show the business that they're running, but no more individual breakers taking up room on the floor. That is going to be eliminated when I become president. The breaking activity that they're doing in that space is an online activity that can be done from their homes. That can be done from where they're staying at the National. They do not need to take up floor space for breaking at the National. The next thing I want to talk about on my platform is eBay. We all love using eBay to buy our cards. But one big thing that eBay does and our government does is they tax card singles. I want to eliminate taxing card singles. That's right. That's right. No more taxes on card singles. Why? One card might sell over 100 times in its lifetime. The taxes on that card is going to be 10 to 20 times higher than the card's actually worth. We can't just keep taxing the same card over and over again. It's not fair to the collector. It's taking away from the collector's budget. I'm going to work with the government. We are going to eliminate taxing singles on eBay, and we're going to give that money back to the collector. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Next point I have with eBay is we need to eliminate shill bidding. A lot of these big sellers on eBay, they are using shill bidding to make the collector pay more. And we are tired of it. It's not fair. It's not ethical. eBay isn't doing the most they can do to stop this. And I, as hobby president, will put a stop to it. And I will work with eBay where they can put better processes in place to catch shill bedding and to kick them out of our hobby. Next with eBay, I want to discuss eBay authentication. We all deal with it. You buy a graded card, and the sellers in New York City, they have to ship the card to California. So somebody in California can say, oh, yeah, that slab looks real. That slab didn't get tampered with. Send it back to Pittsburgh. Enough is enough. I don't want my slab being sent to California, then back to Pittsburgh. We don't need authentication on graded cards. The seller and the buyer can do the job. You guys are just trying to cut that out, and we want that relationship back in the hobby. We want to work with the buyers and try to make stuff right. As hobby president, though, I will keep in authentication for ungraded cards, but we will improve it. We will have more locations on the East Coast and West Coast, so cards aren't being shipped across the country, but we will also have better experts looking at these cards. A lot of the experts they have looking at the authenticated cards now really don't know a lot about the scarce oddball cards, and we're going to fix that because we do want to protect buyers that are new to the hobby and not get fooled by a bad actor. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's talk about card grading. It's so important to the hobby right now, but I will eliminate upcharges. That's right. No more upcharges. Enough is enough. That's right. Just because your card is a higher value doesn't mean PSA has the right to upcharge you. They're taking the same amount of time to grade that $10,000 card as they're taking for that $5 card. And they shouldn't be taking money out of our pockets. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to force the grading companies to work together to create a universal registry. It's the right thing to do. We as collectors have given them enough money where they can give something back to us. The universal registry will be where grades don't matter. What matters is if you own the card, you can put the card on the registry. If you have the card ungraded, it can go on the registry, and it's a great community for the collectors to share their collection with everybody. Last but not least, I do want to eliminate something in the hobby. I want to eliminate the term COVID collector. That's right, COVID collector. I don't think that term should be used anymore. I feel like it's a derogatory term that's been used for people who re-entered the hobby in COVID. It's been over 3 years. Can we just eliminate COVID from COVID collector and just call them collectors now? I will not stand for that. And we will prosecute anybody that uses the term COVID collector to talk about another collector in the hobby. They're just simply a collector like you and me. Last but not least, I need to give a shout out. And who better to give a shout out to than my running mate, John 3D80s Kid. John, you are going to make an excellent vice president. You're one of the best friends a collector can have in this hobby. And I appreciate the years and years of friendship that we've had together, John. And I cannot wait to have 4 years with you as my vice president. Thank you, everybody that came out today, listened to my speech, and go out and vote. Well, actually, you already did. You voted, and John Mangini's the hobby president. I want to congratulate John Mangini. He's the best president we could ask for. I already see him making rounds. He's doing some great things for the hobby. John, keep it up. Fellow Pittsburgher, fellow Yinzer. John, you're going to make this hobby great again. I hope some of the stuff I said today resonates, and maybe you can take it on. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll see you on the next one.